Today is March 16th, and spring is coming. Look at the weather out here. And here we have Nicoles, nice Spyder. She is at work today, won't be home till about 5:30. So I've been doing some tests connected to a job application here today. So I felt like now when that was all successfully completed, maybe it's time to go out for a ride. I won't take the Spyder today, that's Nicole's bike, and we might go out here in the weekend. So I'll take my Harley instead, which is incredible fun to drive as well. So that will be the bad boy for the trip today. And I think I will take a little ride out to Fort Stevens. Fort Stevens is a nice state park that is here in the northern part of Oregon, out by Warrenton. It's a super nice area, so maybe we take a little ride out there, just enjoy this wonderful day here. Man, it feels good to get on the motorcycle. We've had so many rainy days here recently, so it hasn't really been weather for riding motorcycles. But at least here, I think today, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday should be dry days, so maybe we can do some riding this weekend. I'm sure Nicole, she wants to get out on her Spyder as well. She has that all brand new Spyder sitting in the garage, so that's something. Yeah, so Nicole bought a Spyder here, and it was an upgrade from a Riker to a Spyder, and what a nice machine it is. We've tried driving 2 up on it. We have a video where we are both going down Highway 1 down to Tillamook. Fantastic trip, and man, what a machine. I can't say enough positive about this Spyder. If you're into motorcycles and you want to try something really comfortable, you should try one of these, because they are just on another level. I like my Harley here. It's nice to sit around on, but comfort-wise, oh my, the Spyder, that's in another league simply. It's just a machine you could go on for hours. Whereas the Harley here, that's more for shorter trips. If you go 2-3 hours, you can definitely feel it, that you are tired of riding. But this Can Am Spyder there, that's good stuff. Now then we need to turn left here to go down to Warrenton. We'll go through Warrenton and all the way out to the marina in Warrenton, and I think we will continue further out even. No, but even though I'm on the Harley, we can talk a bit about the Spyder, because I'm pretty excited that Nicole, she got that Spyder. I think it's a brilliant machine. I tried to drive it here on our last trip down to Tillamook, and you know, if you talk about why would you buy a Spyder instead of another regular 2-wheel motorcycle, and I can see so many benefits in it. First of all, I think it's cool. It's a fun machine, so a big fun factor in it. You have the same pleasure as you have riding a 2-wheeler. You are sitting out exposed to the elements, so you feel the temperature changes, you feel you smell when you drive through a pine forest and so on. You just feel everything when you're out, and it's just a fantastic, nice feeling. It's so cool. So that's kind of the same as you have on a regular motorcycle. But then I would say, first of all, what stood out to me about the Spyder, that's the comfort. It's a true touring machine. It's one you can take on long trips. And in fact, Nicole and I, we are already getting ideas and start making plans, because buying that machine, that has just opened up some new opportunities for us. So we are even talking about perhaps taking a trip up to the kids up in Alaska. It won't be this summer, because we get family over from Denmark and Europe to visit here this summer, but perhaps next summer in 24 we are talking about taking a trip and go up to Canada or up to Alaska and visit Haley and Katrina and the family up there. That could be really fun to go on a Spyder like that. Another big benefit about the Spyder is, of course, that you have all the storage. You have a huge storage both in front, but you also have the storage compartments in the rear. So you can actually bring a lot of stuff if you go on longer trips, which I really can't on this one here. That's more for day trips and so on. Then I think there are some benefits also. We are not young anymore, you know. We're up in our mid-50s and 50s. So balance is not what it was when you were 20. So I think a lot of riders our age, they can recognize this, and you simply just feel more safe with the two front wheels on the Spyder. I don't think it's more safe if you're in an accident or a crash or so on. I'm more thinking the stability when you're driving. For instance, when we went to pick up a Spyder, that morning we drove over to Vancouver. It was icy on the roads, and I was on my Harley here on two wheels, and going up through the mountains with icy roads was absolutely no fun with two wheels. Then I would say another benefit is the sheer size of it. It's a big machine, the Spyder, and that means you can easily ride two up on it. We did that here down to Tillamook, and man, what a comfortable ride, even when you sit on the back seat. And I would say the newer Spyder models from 2020 and newer, they are a little longer in the seating. And we tried to sit on, I think it was a 15 or 16 model, and then compared it to the new one that he bought, and you gain like, I don't know, 3-4 inches, and you feel the difference when you sit two up, because you're not as close as you are on the older model. Not that I think it's a problem, but it just adds a little more comfort on the new model here, that you can actually you have more space there to sit in the rear, so that feels way better. Then I would say another benefit I've seen is when we go somewhere and we park the motorcycle and now it's time to go again. It's much easier to get a Spyder out than it is my Harley here. I have to be careful to park so that I can drive straight out. If I don't, and I have to back it up, that can be very heavy to pull a motorcycle like this one here out of a parking area, especially if it's a bit uphill and you have to push it backwards. Having the reverse gear on the Spyder is just an amazing thing. Then I would say the functionality of the displays up front are amazing. You can integrate with your helmets. Both Nicole and I have communication in our helmets, and that means we can talk to each other, but now we can also get sound and navigation through our headsets from the motorcycle display. You can simply connect to the Motorcycles Connect app, and that's a big benefit too. Nicole actually doesn't need to use a phone holder, because she connects through a USB cable in a little compartment she has up front, in front of the display, and she just keeps the phone down there, put the USB cable in, opens connects to the motorcycle and starts up her different apps. And she has the Rever app for navigation, and with that she can actually get the navigation up on the display of the motorcycle. And that's a big benefit, because you don't have a phone sitting in a phone holder like this and you have your navigation directly in the display. That's really a nice feature. So there are so many small things about this Spyder that makes it really nice. See, this is Hammond Marina, and see, here is a sign that I want to show you. Can you see this here? This here is from the movie Free Willy, and the jetty out here, that's actually where the killer whale jumped the jetty out to the open waters when they freed Willy at the end of the movie. So this is where it happened. So they have this little sign here showing that that's where the final scene from Free Willy was shot. Fun little thing. But isn't it just beautiful here? And you can see the bridge, the Meckler Bridge going over to Washington State. So the hills over there, that's Washington. So that's how close we live here to the border to Washington State. I think the tide is low. The nature around here is just amazing. And now I think I will try to take a drive down to Fort Stevens, and we can take a look around down there. That's a station where you pay for using the launch ramp, and you can actually launch your boats here, and a lot of people do. They go out into the Columbia River, and some of them goes even out to the Pacific Ocean for fishing. And this here is the entrance to the Fort Stevens State Park. Look at these big beautiful trees here, all the green moss on them. I think it's so fantastic. I really like that. And also Nicoles, she actually really likes her new Spyder too, and I have to say I do as well. I will recommend that machine to anyone. It's such a nice driving machine. I might even consider shifting to one of these one day. So far I'm still riding my Harley, and I really enjoy that. I like to riding the two wheels as well. I wouldn't exclude that one day I would switch over to a Can Am Spyder as well, because they are extremely good machines. See, here is something called battery roster, and I really don't know what it is. I haven't been in there before, so why don't we stop here and take a look. see, this is what I mean about having a reverse gear. Now I have to kind of walk the motorcycle. And it is a little uphill here, so it would be nice just to have a reverse gear. And that you get on the Spyder. So it looks like some old concrete constructions here. Don't really know what's been going on here. Almost like some World War II stuff. Wonder what they've had in here. Some military stuff, definitely. But my, that's a long staircase here. Well, I just came up the staircase. Here we can see the whole thing. Looks like it could be some cannons or something from World War II. You know, I come from Denmark in Europe, and the whole coastline on the west coast of Denmark is full of these kind of constructions, but that was the Germans who made it. They built it during World War II. They expected that the whole coastline down through Europe from Denmark and all the way down to France could be used for the Allied forces when they would enter Europe. But this here is different. I don't know why this was built. I have to Google it a bit. But it is like some defense construction. Oh yeah, that looks like that's been a cannon. That's the base for a cannon. Absolutely it is. The round head's been able to rotate and shoot out this way here. I wonder where all this leads to. Staircases here. Try to go down and see. Man, this is big. What a construction here. Nature is beautiful here. I have to look for a sign or something down there. There might be something explaining what it was. So I did find a sign here, but it's more like a map. So it shows some things you can see here. There's the South Jetty Observatory Tower, and there's Peter Iredale's shipwreck down on the beach. Coffinbury Lake, and then we have the battery where we are here now, and it should be, let's see if I can point out it's here. Yeah, it should be here. That's where we are now, and I came in from down here, and now we are driving this way up. And I think I will go all the way out here to this. This here, that's pretty boring out there, but this spot out here, that's pretty neat. That's where the observatory is. So let's try to take a ride out there. But the sign doesn't really explain what the battery is, but I'll have to Google that. path. People go bicycling and hiking. And there is also a campground out here. So we have talked about camping out here and then bring our electrical bikes so we can ride all these bicycle paths. That could be fun. And spend a weekend out here. Even though we're only like 7 miles from home. But who cares? It's a nice place. Where you go down to the campground right there, and also to the shipwreck. It's good to get out, feel the wind. Oh, it's so fantastic. I really feel spring is coming now. There are pods on the trees, you can see everywhere. And all that water in there, that's Columbia River. And it goes out into the Pacific Ocean here. And you can't take RVs out here. I don't want them to park out here. They're doing a lot of construction work out here. I think they're reinforcing the whole jetty and everything out here. Putting new rocks and gravel in. And let's see the whole construction area. But right out there, that's where the Columbia meets the Pacific. And then we have the tower, but the tower is closed. I don't think it's safe anymore to climb. So they have closed it. Up here and see how the ocean is looking today. It can be quite rough out here at the tip. There's the watchtower. Yeah, there are other people who had the same idea as me. They also went up here to see the ocean. Wow, look at that. Let's put my helmet down. So, Seaside is this way in. Fine there. That's where Seaside is. And I've ridden from Seaside on the motorcycle all the way up to here. Make donuts up there where it ends and then back again. I think it's like a 15 miles drive or something like that. That was on Nicoles Can Am Spyder. I drove all the way up there. That was really awesome. It's so fantastic you can actually drive down on the beach. But look at the ocean. That's the Pacific Ocean here.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back.
try to go further back in and go down where the campground is. And there's a lake down there that is pretty neat. But man, what a day for a ride. This is so nice. And here comes the road down to the right here. That goes down to the Coffinbury Lake and the shipwreck. So we will start down by Coffinbury Lake. Take a look there. I think it's a shipwreck here. We'll go and look at that. This is also where there were some whales stranded here recently. So during the winter. I actually drove out, so here on my channel there is a video from when I was out taking a look at, there's a big sperm whale, and there was a smaller one, a grey whale I think it was too. So they were actually two at the same time. Washed up to the shore here. There's been some storms here. It's so fun how the sand is so dark up here. But right there we have Peter Iredale. And today we can kind of see the full length of it. Starting up front and then going all the way back. You can kind of see some of the and sticking off of the sand here. So not much left of it. It's kind of rusting away. Looks like that's a chimney or something. And one more there in the picture. And there's the rear end of it. So it's been a big ship that crashed here on the beach.